Hello and welcome back to our HIP New World Order series as Kaiserin Elide the Just of the Holy Roman Empire. In our last episode we declared war on Flanders again to take some more of the land that they have, that we're supposed to have because it's inside of our de jure empire. And we are taking just this single county in here because it's kind of annoying me being interior to my realm but not actually part of my land. But more importantly, the Pope called a crusade for Jerusalem against whoever owns this land right now. Sultan down here, I guess, or Caliph. And he's also a triple Sultan. So obviously we have joined that and are about to send troops over. We have them on the boats here already and they're about to set sail. So let's unpause and let them go on their way. We are a little bit late to the crusade party. The Pope has a pretty big army there already. Though he's not the leader in terms of contribution. Ban Stanislav of Dalmatia is winning, so I hope that we can catch up pretty quickly if we are to have a chance of gaining the land for ourselves, which obviously we would like to do. Let's also make sure that we keep an eye on Flanders because not sure how many troops they have available, but we aren't leaving that many at home to fight this war. I've heard that many of the peasants under my rule are not eager to partake in this war. They claim that they suffer a lot for what seems to be pointless fighting. I guess we'll gain a piety, actually. We don't really benefit from extra prestige. So we'll be sympathetic to the peasants, I suppose. Right, well, we've won the first siege here. We have another 20,000 troops almost ready to go as soon as our boats can get back. And let's see, there are 3 more holdings to siege down here and then we'll be getting ticking war score. Hopefully it won't take much longer for us to finish this war and finished with any distractions from the crusade. So we had a trade post sieged up here belonging to our merchant republic. Let's actually check how they're doing, since we managed to I guess the rival merchant republic, was it in Upland here? Utland? Is no longer there, so our own merchant republic is pretty much unopposed. Seems to be still a merchant republic. I guess there was some sort of thing happened where they lost their trade post or something? I don't know. Oh well. Maybe something to do with these revolts that are going on? Well, that's fine. The embargo war I think was still worth doing anyway, for the monetary gain, nothing else. Where is our fleet now? Okay. Almost there. Castle Town is finished, that's good. We're losing more trade posts. Not really a problem. I don't think they're worth any war score. Maybe in an embargo war, but not in this type of war. I've learned many lessons from this battle. What battle? Did we have our army engaged over here? Oh, we did, okay. Well, I said I should have been keeping a closer eye on that. Aside from the application of the theoretical tactics my mentors taught me as a boy, I've learned to deftly isolate an opponent in the thick of the front, bring all my focus and concentration to bear upon him, and then, within but a few rounds of melee, swiftly execute him. I'm proud of my clear progression to a greater warrior. In case we begin the advancement of our personal combat skills. So let's... not even leading this battle. But anyway, let's hope that we can win, even though it's equal terms in terms of terrain and they have slightly more soldiers than we do. So I think our army down here has probably arrived. No, not quite. Seems to be going okay so far. I think we're possibly going to break the right flank. We have become a brilliant strategist, which is great. Yeah, it looks like we're going to break them on the right. Maybe in the center as well. I will remember this battle in its finest detail until the end of my days. The Lord guided my sword into the hearts of a countless number of my foes, raising cheers and battle cries from my surrounding men. As I cut a path through the enemy, my mastery of personal combat has come a long way. Apparently I am not the only one to think so. So I'm now a trained fighter, which is also good. So at least we've gained a lot of personal skills out of this battle, if nothing else. Oh, and we fulfilled our ambition even. So let's see. I suppose we could take the ambition to amass a hoard of wealth. Probably going to happen faster than gaining 2500 piety. Let's switch our attention down here for a minute. Okay, the fleet still isn't in place. And hopefully this battle, assuming we win it, will be worth a large chunk of war score. Get us out of this war sooner. Alright, up to 62%. Not too bad. I think we should probably pursue the army, barring any terrible terrain situations. Let's see. There's no river crossing, but we would be attacking into hills. But with about twice the numbers and morale advantage, I think we'll probably be okay. Ooh, and we have 3,000 up here. Good thing they didn't have those in the battle, because I'm pretty sure we would have lost. But let's use this army to try to intercept these. And probably our fleet is in place up here, so we can land our troops. Let's see, we want to make sure that we are in the de jure Kingdom of Jerusalem, which is from here up to here. You have some sort of disease in here, so I guess we'll land in this county. We are going to be over the supply limit. Let's... we can't actually split the army in half on the boats, apparently, so... we do it quickly once they land, so that we don't take ungodly amounts of attrition. So let's see. You are in this county, I think? Is that where we're going? Okay. Well, we'll try and catch them. We won the follow-up battle there. We'll follow again for another one. Ransom prisoner from the Prince Archbishop of Valois. He wants to ransom me back my kinsman Gerhard. Okay. I'll accept. I can spare 10 gold. Okay, you're getting out of here on the 16th. We're actually not going to catch you by a few days. Do we have any organizers who we can get in here to get you there faster? We do. This update. Apparently that did not help at all, but it seems like they're not trying to come down here and fight my smaller army anyway, so we should be able to catch them here. We captured a bishop. Is good. We should follow this army again, since it's seemingly taking us a long time to whittle it down. And our army is off the boats and suffering that ungodly amount of attrition I mentioned. We've already lost a few thousand. So we'll move half into the neighbouring county. Probably not getting any contribution just yet. Still, Dalmatia is winning. Pretty sure we haven't actually fought any battles, so that makes sense. Alright, we've beaten that army, we're up to 79%. Let's send our boats back home to pick up some more troops. You meet them over here. The world will not weigh me down anymore. I have a new spring in my step, joy in my heart, and a smile on my face. So we're no longer going to be stressed, which is great. We'll hopefully catch this army in here. Yep. Okay, I don't think we're going to need this 18,000, so we can really send them down to the Holy Land. At least let's hope so. I think it's going to take us a little too long to get to 100% from battles here. We're going to have to probably siege another holding. The Duke of Friesland has given me bizarre and repulsive evidence concerning my vassal queen's sexual preferences. Well, we still don't care about that. She's obviously going to be happy with me, so we'll keep it to ourselves. We'll try and fight this army and then head back to our war goal. Check on our armies down here. They're sieging, still suffering a lot of attrition here. What's that about? Is there smallpox? Yeah. Well, it seems this county is no longer suffering from smallpox, so we'll give up the siege here and move this army there. Or hopefully they will be able to exist without any attrition. Have a new Margrave here. Mulric. Oh, nice to meet you. Don't cause me any trouble. So we did beat that army. We'll head back to our war goal. And they actually still have a sizable amount of troops. But it looks to be 3,000 to 4,000. Probably going to be okay with just this 7,000. Our boats are slowly making their way back home. There are 7,000 or so enemy troops over here, so we'll probably try to fight them. And get us any contribution to the crusade at all. But we actually have a decent amount. For some reason, because I don't think we've fought any battles or finished any sieges. Alright, our Duchess here is happy with me. Backed up to 100, so let's see which of our other vassals could use some attention. Bohemia, I guess? And let's try to make sure that we get ourselves the Crusader trait in this war. So we'll want to point ourselves from this army. And point ourselves to this one if we can. And a few other people who we'd like to become Crusaders, maybe. Like vassals that don't particularly like us, that would be useful. You get a mutual opinion bonus. I guess this guy will do fine. Ooh, and they've actually got 5,000 or so troops there. A little worrying, but with our 7,000 I think we should still be okay. Ideally, we won't even have to fight them, and the sieges will be enough to get us there. Seems like they're not too interested in fighting me anyway. Bring down our second load of troops. And we had a granddaughter. Ooh, a genius. Wow. Yeah, she is the daughter of my heir. It's actually a second genius daughter. That's pretty amazing. So we not only have a genius in line for the throne, but we have a backup genius if the first one should die. Always a nice place to be in. The tithe is also very welcome, of course. It is costing us money to maintain all the troops we have raised and reinforce our retinue probably as well. The Duke sends word, Duke Boson, cool name, sends word of enemy courtiers found at this place. We will, of course, take them all prisoner. And we finished a siege in our Flanders war as well, which actually got us to 97%, so it's pretty likely that one more siege there will finish this off for us. Gathering more troops though, they're up to 7,700, actually enough to outnumber me. I think that being the case, I might just go ahead and assault this. Which we should be able to do without too much loss of life. And the Margrave sends word of enemy courtiers, who are going to go straight into the dungeon as usual, and we'll be able to enforce demands here. And get Flanders out of the war. So, this guy is now my direct vassal. He is in a single county archbishopric, so we don't need to transfer his vassalage to anyone or anything like that. I think we'll leave these troops raised for the moment and maybe transport them over as well, if it seems like that's gonna help us out. And we are winning the crusade at this point. Though it's only 5% in our favor. I've heard that many of the peasants under my rule are not eager to partake in the war. We'll sympathize with them again, I suppose, and gain some more piety. And no sign of that army from the Sultan which I saw down here somewhere. Let's see if we can maybe find out where he is. Somewhere here? This county? He is in some other wars, so... Ending in the Aragonese Holy War. Or Tripolitania. Which is somewhere around here, I think? Here, okay. So Aragon isn't cooperating really with the Crusade, they're opportunistically declaring their own war. Which I suppose they're allowed to do. He's also attacking in a revocation war, so that's his own fault. We have a new Duke of Friesland. Duke Valdemar the Devil has died. Now we have Duke Emic, okay. Why don't you get a cool nickname like your predecessor and maybe I'll like you as much. Need to appoint a new spy master, so that's going to be Gerhard here. Send him to study technology in Izmit, which seems to have been working relatively well. And did I send my boats? Yes, they're on the way, okay. Right, here is an army from the Sultan. Looks like he's actually attacking me in here. This is desert. Let's make sure we have good characters here. I don't think we're going to get out in time. We do have greater numbers though, and hopefully the Pope will come help us. Oh, actually the Pope caught him. So we could go help the Pope. I think we should probably stay here and finish this siege. Maybe try to catch the army when it retreats. Enemy courtiers will of course go straight into the dungeons. Probably ransom some of those. This apparently contains my retinue because it's reinforcing. Our backup troops are almost there. But we'll have to continue this next time and see what the outcome of this battle is because we're out of time for now, so thanks for watching and join me again then.